Hello everyone. Today is Wednesday, September 13th, 2017, new comic book day, and like I said, new comic book video days will be on Wednesdays now, the day the books come out. So we'll jump right into the books. As you know, I've been buying my books at a new place, and so I told you my weeks are going to be a little bigger, a little bigger, a little bigger. This was a fairly decent week. I picked up some multiple copies of some of the books, so we will jump right into it here. Last couple weeks ago, we talked about Dead of Winter from Omni Press, #1, with the dog I really liked. #2 came out today with some Santa action, being chased. I've read this book, and I'm still enjoying the storyline, so if you can get it and you like that type of stuff, Dead of Winter. Generations, Wolverine, New Wolverine. There's Wolverine right there. You can't really see, sorry about the glare, but really cool book. Wonder Woman Rebirth 30. Batman Detective Rebirth 964, little Clayface action. From Image, we all know Image is hit and miss. I haven't had a chance to read this yet, so we will take a look. This is Realm, #1. They had 2 covers of this one. This was the cover I liked. Dark Knight's Metal, #2. Is that 2? #2. Sorry about the glare on that one. It's a foil cover, and so the light, what little light I try to use, really goes off on that. Edge of Venomverse, #2. Action Comics 987. This is the part 1 of the Oz Effect storyline. This was a linear cover, so we have that right there. And then they had Harley Quinn's 25th anniversary special book. This was where they get a bunch of artists that had done Harley Quinn, and they do some different things on this. So here's a couple different covers. Here's cover #1, sitting on a birthday cake with the Joker on a balloon. This is kind of the jester-looking Harley Quinn, which I always liked that look. And then my favorite cover of the week for this book was this one right here. Really cool. So that's what I picked up as far as individual books. I did pick up multiple copies of some of the books, but for the most part, those were the individual ones I got. And then I got, a adult cover from Boundless that I don't want to show because one of the viewers got a little sensitive and sent me a message saying, you shouldn't show those things because, it's offensive. So I don't want to offend anybody, so I didn't show the adult cover that I got. So, as you know, that's what I picked up on books. So, as you know, I'm a huge movie guy. I've mentioned that several times. I've done a couple of movie videos, not as many as I want to do, but quite frankly, I just don't have time to do things. I do the very best I can, and I can't. But I wanted to bring these out today. I went Tuesday, like I do every week, to see what movies came out. And walking around, and I noticed Alex Ross has done covers on a Steelbook special edition that's only available at Best Buy for the Universal Monsters. Now, if you don't know who Universal Monsters are, it's Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, the Mummy, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Invisible Man, and The Bride of Frankenstein. And those are the Universal Monsters. I love them, love them, love them. I've loved them since I was a kid, and I'd watch them on like the Saturday Creature Feature shows or, late night television when you can get it. And I just fell in love with those movies. So I thought I would show you the ones I picked up. Now, if you like movies and steelbooks, I collect steelbooks. I think some of the steelbooks are really, really nice. And a lot of them are really limited, and they hold their value really well. So these are the Alex Ross steelbook special art editions, only available at Best Buy. And these all are in Blu-ray. So this is Dracula. There you see Alex Ross right there. There's the Dracula one. My Man Bella, Frankenstein. There's the Alex Ross right there. There's a real nice Frankenstein. Again, sorry for the glare. Wolfman. And you all know I love Bela Lugosi. I have the Bela Lugosi tattoo, but Creature from the Black Lagoon is my favorite Universal Monster movie. I don't know why. I just absolutely love that movie. So here is the Creature from the Black Lagoon. There's the Alex Ross on the bottom. Now the thing about these are, if you collect Universal Monsters, like I collect Universal Monsters, and just like I collect Warner Brothers, the old gangster movies with Cagney and things like that from Warner Brothers, they come up with box sets. Now, these are individual movies that have special editions on it and like documentaries and production notes and just really cool stuff that I love to watch. But all the stuff that's on these, they released a couple of years ago, a Frankenstein, a Wolfman, all the Universal Monsters, but it had all the movies. So you were getting Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, House of Frankenstein, Frankenstein's Revenge. You're getting all that. Same as, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, House of Dracula, just really, really cool stuff. Now, I love this. Halloween is coming up. I love watching scary movies. I love watching the old black and white scary movies from Universal. So if you're an Alex Ross fan or you just like things like that, these are pretty limited. They sold really, really well at my Best Buy, and they were only available at Best Buy. So I thought I would show that. And now a couple little stories. So first off, I've been putting some stuff on eBay, not as much as I want to put up on eBay. I haven't had time to put things up, but I have sold some things. And recently I put up a Amazing Spider-Man 300, and I put a price on it. And of course I have the option to send a best offer in. If you want to, negotiate a price with me, I'll be more than happy to do that. So I'm sitting at the house and my phone dings and it says, you have a best offer for Amazing Spider-Man 300. I look at the offer and the guy offers $40. Okay, well, $40 isn't going to sniff that book. It's not even close to what the buy it now price was on it because it was a pretty decent grade. And I thought that the price I put on it was pretty fair. And so he, bid $40. Okay, so I send him a message saying, thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to decline the offer. You got to come in a little stronger than that. And so about 10 minutes later, my phone dings again. I look at the, comment and says, you have an offer on your book. So I go back in and it's $41.50. He raised his price $1.50. So I told the guy, just declined. Okay. So he sends me a message and says, why do you have a best offer feature if you ain't accepting best offers? $40 is not a best offer on that book. I turned down a lot bigger offers than that for that book. So it's funny that people think that when a person has a thing that says best offer, that you can come in super low. Now, I understand that some people are just looking to sell their books and blow them out and make money. And you might get a good book, at a real low best offer. I've done that with cards. When I was doing baseball cards, football cards, I could do that with cards. I've done that with a couple comic books. Not super low ball, but, an offer that I felt was fair and I'd get it at a good price. And sometimes I get those. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that. But when you start going a couple of $100 under what the price is, you're just fooling yourself. And it's just a waste of time. So don't waste people's time on that. But again, it's their right to do that. I just thought it was kind of funny that his first offer was $40 and the second offer was $41.50. Wow, that was really nice. Good job. So, as you know, I was closing down a little story right there. As you know, I closed down my indoor swap meet space, and temporarily I am going to reopen. That's why I continue to buy a lot of things that I buy, because I'm going to open up bigger and better as soon as my shift at the new job allows me to do that. Which is, going to be a few months down the road, but it is going to happen. I have no doubt about that. Because I know I'm going to move off that shift pretty soon. So I'm at my storage unit the other day, putting some stuff around, moving it around. And because I rented a big storage space to put all my comic book store stuff in, that's climate controlled, so it's going to stay nice and cool and in good condition, because it's all bagged and board and boxed up and stacked nice. And as you know, these storage war things and people bidding on storage units is a real big deal right now. And so I got my storage space open. I'm going through stuff, and this guy walks by and says, hey, knock, knock, knock. Looks like you got a lot of books. I'm like, I do. He's like, these all comic books? I said, yeah, most of them. And he says, oh, yeah, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. So you don't have to worry about paying storage fees. I got the movers here. I got the trucks here. I'm ready to roll on this right now. I'll give you $1,000 for your space right now for everything you got. And I said, nah, I'm not interested, not selling it. And he's like, oh, come on. It's like, I'm the one taking the risk. I don't know what's in those boxes. I'm like, well, I know what's in the boxes. And trust me, you're not taking a risk. There's boxes you couldn't touch for $1,000. So don't think you're going to get everything for $1,000. And so then he comes back and says, okay, I know what you're, I know you're pretty knowledgeable, obviously. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll give you $1,200, and I'm just doing you the favor. I'm trying to, help you out so you don't have to worry about making your storage fees and risk losing your space. I got the truck. I can get this stuff moved out. He takes out the money, shows me the $1,200, lays on a box. Let's do the deal right now. Here we go. Hey, guys, let's get this up. I said, it's not for sale. Not for sale. Then he picks up the money and says, well, it's your loss. You want to be an asshole about it. Okay. If me not willing to sell my stuff for $1,200 is being an asshole, I'll be an asshole. I'll be an asshole all day on that. So I just thought that was kind of funny that you get these guys that try to, just manipulate. And he just started working his way down. It's a real big storage area that I have. And there's a lot of people who have spaces there. And he was just walking down space by space, offering money for stuff. And I don't know if he has success doing it. When I was there about an hour. I didn't see him loading anything up in all of his trucks. When I'm out there, I had a little U-Haul. But there was nothing in the U-Haul. So I don't think he was a big money guy, because they had a storage auction earlier that day at that location where they sold like 6 or 7 units. And he obviously didn't win any units because he wasn't going home with anything. That's why he was probably trying to go around and pick things up. So I thought that was kind of funny. So that was pretty much the video. The movies, definitely if you're interested in that stuff, get that. I am going to try to do another movie video that we talked about in the past. I want to get that done. I'm getting a little bit more time to do some things, hopefully. So again, I just want to get this video out there. I appreciate, again, everybody who supports this channel. I appreciate it. And again, remember, my buddy opened up his space inside the Bonanza Indoor Swap Meet, Fire Force Comics. He has a lot of books. He'll do a good job for you. Tell him Dan sent you, and he'll hook you up with a nice deal. So until we see each other again, I hope you liked the video. But if you didn't, as always, nothing I can do for you. Have a great night.